PTL. Hey, Ray, where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian, I am in eastern Iowa. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Ray. I've seen some of those polls in Iowa. One poll that came out that just said that Harris has a slight lead. Are you buying into that?
I am, and I'd like to share why, and I'd like to also discuss one or a few things
Sure.
of what your
Yep.
Walsh had talked about earlier. So
Sure.
I am, and here's why. Women are motivated. Number one issue is abortion, by far, not the economy. And men are, look out for our women. We're pretty progressive. We have gone Trump the last 2 times, but remember, we voted for Obama 2 times in a row as well. So.
Yep.
Kind of a little bit of a bellwether there. And Selzer's reputation is on the line with this poll. Like, she has been dead on since 2012. So
right.
take those numbers for what you may, but there's still a 9% gap in there. So it means people need to get to the polls. So
no question.
Number one. Another big issue is January 6th. People really didn't care for that here. So, and we're put off by it. Another issue, Ukraine. Iowans have a relationship with Ukrainians through agriculture. So being pro-Russian, stuff like that, turns people off.
Well, 2 things there. Number one, January 6th doesn't happen if not for Donald Trump lying about the 2020 election, which he still does. And number 2, Donald Trump on a presidential debate stage was not willing to answer the question, do you want Ukraine to win? Because he wants Russia to win. He wasn't willing to say it. But he's a coward. He roots for Vladimir Putin and Russia. I truly believe he roots for murderous, evil dictators because he wants to be one himself. That's what I believe.
Yep. And then I'd like to also discuss what you and Congressman Walsh are talking about. The other night I went out, and the rhetoric is getting there. Heard you guys talking about killing immigrants the other night at a Eagles Club, if you know what Eagles Clubs are.
Just awful.
And
awful.
It is. And I asked them to step outside and fight me or leave the bar, and they choose the latter, which was probably a good idea on their part.
Did you hear the story, by the way?
I heard
sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to ask you, did you hear the story about this 70-year-old Kamala Harris supporter, this female supporter, and this 17-year-old kid wearing a MAGA outfit punches her in the stomach and got arrested?
I did, and it's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Terrible.
Horrible. Then I heard a man openly using the N-word today at a coffee shop.
But that's who these people are. Let me be very clear.
It's horrible.
Let me be very clear. And by the way, thank you for the call. Let me be clear on this. Never have I ever said on the air that all Trump supporters are racist. I've never said all Trump supporters are anything, by the way. But I always talk about Donald Trump's base of supporters, the diehards. Many of the diehards, or the base of his supporters, are extremely ignorant and uneducated middle-aged white people, some of them who use the N-word, some of them who punch 70-year-old women, very uneducated people, very stupid people who enjoy their Confederate flags, and when they hear the word the phrase "Make America Great Again," it means "Make America White Again." This is Donald Trump's base. They are not the silent majority. They are the ignorant and uneducated loud minority. And we are going to prove that, I believe, tomorrow on Election Day. Thank you for the call, sir.